Often, when you create an article or a page, you'll want to add a download, but you can only add downloads to folders. So in order to resolve this, you can add a download directly to the text of the body of the article or page. We do this in the same way that you add a link to a website or to an email address, but rather than link to a website or add an email address, we link to the document that you have saved to the document library. Remember, when you add a download to a folder, it will automatically place the document with the corresponding icon in the attachment section at the bottom of the folder, like the PDF icon shown here. So when we add an embedded file, a file that will appear in the body of the text of the article or page, we need to add an image to show that same icon. This means that the file will have the same look and feel as other files across the site, and also means you keep in line with our mobile first principle, which means we have large touch points for any item that requires a click. So I'm now in my article, and in the same way that I added text to introduce buttons, I need to firstly write the name of the document that I want to create a link to. Here I've written name of document, and as with all other documents, you need to give that a clear title that is obvious about what the document is. Don't include words like final or version 1.2. Select the text and then click the link button. Change the link type from internal path to URL. You now need to upload the document to the document library, so the first step is to click Browse Server. From the file browser that pops up, select Files in the navigation tree. Then select Upload to find the file on your local computer. Click Choose File, and a second dialog will pop up for you to select the file. So I've navigated to my downloads, where I'm going to select my test document. Click Open and then click Upload. When the file has uploaded, it will be selected, and then you can click Insert File. If you've already added the file to the document library, you don't need to add it again, and you can find it by searching through the list of files. You can filter by file name or by the file date. So I've uploaded the document, and now I'm going to click Insert File. The URL in the link box will now update to the local URL for the document that you've uploaded to the document library. Click OK. You can see the link's been created because the text that we selected has now been underlined. The next step is to add the image that we talked about, the one that will show the user what type of document it is that they're downloading. In this case, I want to add a PDF image. So firstly, unselect the text and move your cursor to the front of the text so that we can add an image before the name of the document. Then click the image icon from the ribbon. In the pop-up box, we're now going to select Browse Server to find this image of the PDF icon that's already saved in the document library. In the pop-up box, click Root to navigate back to the root directory. Then click File Name to sort the files alphabetically. Once the documents are in alphabetical order, you can scroll down to select the image that you want. All of the images are saved by the name of the file that they represent. So in this case, I'm going to scroll down to select PDF image, but there are also images called Doc Image for Word documents, PPT image for PowerPoint, XLSX image for Excel, and Zip image for zip files. So I've scrolled down to the file called PDF image, I've selected that, and I'll now click Insert File. The URL has now updated to show the location of that image. and also a preview of the image that will be displayed. If you're going to be adding lots of documents on this page, it might be quicker for you to now copy that URL and to save it in Notepad, and then you can just paste it back into this field each time you need to add that image, rather than having to find it again on the server. Click OK, and the image will then appear next to the document that you've added. Click Save, and you'll be able to see the image along with the document on the preview. So here I can see the preview that my document is now there, along with the image that corresponds with the type of document that it is. As with all other content, this will now be sent for approval and won't be published until a content manager has approved it.